Hey everybody, it's me, Sean, and guess what? We've got another brand new game here. I am really rolling in the new games lately. So lucky to have my channel be successful enough to where developers are excited to have me check out their new games. And guess what? This is a game I am excited about. I've kind of been excited about all of them, to be honest, but this one I'm particularly excited about. I've been watching this for some time. Startup Company. If you're a longtime fan of my channel, you know I played Software Inc. a while back. And that was a really fun game. And this game looks like maybe Software Incorporated's cousin. It's not quite the same, but it's got a basic similar. Like if maybe Software Incorporated and what was that game dev Tycoon? Like if those two had a baby, it would be Startup Company. But you know what? It'll make a lot more sense once we start playing. I've only played this for an hour or so. I wanted to get a basic idea of it. But I've gotten a basic idea. This game comes out on August. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, here's the one that I was already working on. Let's go back to the main menu though. We're gonna do a new game. Superstar Developers Incorporated. I don't think so. How about vanilla PC? Or no? How about vanilla development strategies? Going to call it vanilla PC strategies, but we're developing stuff and it may not all be for PC. So I'm going to go ahead and click start. You always start out with a loan, so we will take this easy money loan right there. $40,000 is our starting cash. I do want to confirm that. We don't have any transactions. Our budget, yep, we can see we will lose $3,846 this month, I guess. Not quite sure how that works out. But we'll worry about it. We'll be making plenty of money. No worries. Starts out, we have an email from Jonas. Jonas is actually the developer of this game, and so he just says that we're in the beta. So do keep in mind, this is a beta. It's not even available yet on Steam. Things will change by the time it becomes available, but it's a pretty good game, and it looks like it's running really well. As far as I've played, it ran great. Easy Money says thank you for getting a loan from them. Great, you're welcome. All right, so we've got 40 grand. You might think we could go crazy with that that kind of money. That's what I thought the first time I tried playing, and it doesn't quite work out that way. So what we're going to do, we still can do a pretty aggressive startup here, though. We're gonna have a software manager that will work at this desk, and we're going to have a couple more desks here that will be for developers. And I don't know why don't I just go ahead and hire a bunch of people up front? Yeah, we'll try being a little more aggressive this time. So I'm going to buy one more desk here. And we're going to see how this works out. I might be crazy here. We might end up going broke. But if we do, I'm going to guess you probably won't see this video. All right, so the first thing we want to do is we want to send out a recruitment order for developers. We're going to leave it on beginner. We're just going to do 1 day's worth of recruitment. It's not going to get us the greatest amount of people, but we just want to see how many people that we can get in. This is a real-time game. There's no point in looking at our candidates quite yet. They're all going to, although they're only going to be around for 21 hours. I guess they're only available for 24 hours. She looks like she's pretty good. So this 113% is her skill level. That's her wages, of course. This is her minimum amount of, I'm not sure what WER means, but basically it means how nice the office is. So the office has to be at least 1% before she'll come in. No tooltips for these other guys. Did I pause it or something? I always do that. No, wait, no, hold on. Okay, there we go, fast speed. Much better. Come on. We're going to get more candidates than just her, aren't we? Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and hire May. Let's put her to work. And we will start out. So May, I think we'll do like UI components. Wow, that's it? All right. I guess we could have everybody. So what I want to do is I want to have each of these guys specialize on a different component. This will all make sense later on, but basically when we start getting contracts, they're going to need different components that they will use to put software together. So I think I'll have everybody do UI, and then I'll have everybody specialize in one of each of the other sub-components there. So I'll have her do a UI component, and there's another candidate. There's another one. Oh, see, these are pretty good candidates here. These guys will be around long enough. We can wait until the recruitment finishes up, which it just has. All right. So 123, 140, 116, 104, 136. Well, this guy is cheap and, or girl is cheap and high skilled. 116 for 4,200. I'll take that. So I just need one more. And if I'm going to pay $6,200, I'll get the one that's 140%. All right, so that's 4 employees there. We will put Jeremy, and he will do these 2. We will have Lida, who will do these 2. And then we will have Virginia, who will do these 2. All right, we're going to let these guys work for a while and just build up their components. There we go. And eventually we'll get a manager, so we won't have to do quite as much clicking. But until we get a manager, we kind of have to tell everybody what to do as they finish up each of their jobs. So I'll do, and I definitely want to be as efficient as I can. So I'm going to have little pauses in between each one, so we don't waste any time. And once we get a little bit of backstock built up here, I will hire our sales rep, who will start getting contracts for us. I wonder if I can escape. Oh, good. I can escape out of those at the very least. So I've still got 4 candidates that I could hire, but I don't want to. So I'm just going to go ahead and shut that down. And everybody's gone home for the day. Maybe I'll buy something nice to spruce up our office a little bit. We don't really have anything that good to spruce up our office, though, so never mind. Let's jump start to the start of the next day. Everybody's here, working away. I want to go ahead and start recruiting a sales exec. Increase the amount of new contracts, yeah, from 0 to more than 0. And we'll let this run. All right, we've reached tier 2, which means we can hire a designer. Designers are pretty useful as well. They will be good for the contracts, and best of all, we can build that coffee maker, which is a very efficient item to increase the beauty and effectiveness of everybody. So we're going to throw that right there. Click. So that gives a 5% bonus. And if we look at our employees here, just any one of them, it doesn't matter. And then we go to their stats. So the office bonus, that 5% of that 8% comes from this coffee maker, and that means that they're working at 115% productivity. So that's pretty good. We'll have to send them on vacation every once in a while to keep their productivity up. Their little smiley faces will turn into not smiling faces, basically, and then we'll know that it's time for vacation. And they get 3 days off, but they don't take weekends, so I guess that's pretty reasonable. I don't know how that happened. Oh, that's how. All right, we're gonna build one of those. Still no candidates, huh? It's been going quite a while yet. All right, you're back to idling. Build one of those. You're idling. Build a encryption component. She's almost done with her back-end component, sort of. There we go. Roger Jones applied. Cool. Don't really need to compare our candidates yet, although he looks like he's going to be pretty good. But we've got 24 hours to decide on him, and we can finish up our recruiting by then. Atlas Curtis. It's a weird name. Oh, because it's Alta. Slightly less weird name than Atlas. All right, now it's tomorrow. And we've got a few more applicants. We've got 2 more hours on our recruitment thing, so we may as well let that finish out. All right, so we've got some idle employees here. Get these components made. Now, what this basically is going to do is we're going to be able to start selling. We're going to be able to start meeting contracts pretty much immediately as soon as we hire. So we've got 141% for $6,700. 136% for $5,900. Or 94% for $3,800. You know, sales executives, I feel like they spend a lot of time doing nothing. Definitely would save a lot of money, but she would need to go on vacation more often because of that. 136 for 59, 141, $700 more a month for 5%. You know what? Let's do it. Let's hire the best of the best. All right, we got it. All right, Mooch, you're going there. Search for contract. You better find us something good. Earn your keep. Look at him go, though. All right, so over here, we're going to do another one of these. You're going to do another one of those. Great. All right, we've got a contract. We'll be able to fill all these contracts so quickly. That one, very easy. $2,600 right away. Deliver now. Search for contract. So we're going to burn through a whole bunch of contracts. Make back most of the money that we've spent. I really should hire a art design person because just how quickly we're going to be making money. So, you know what? No time like the present, huh? Recruitment, designer, start recruiting. Did I already get a applicant? No, I didn't. Little sound effects, I'm still not quite used to what they mean. Alright, we're going to need another UI component. See, look at that. We are ready to go. We're almost out of encryption components, so I'm kind of surprised by that. Alright, good money. Sounded like, did we go up a level? We reached tier 3. That's great. So that will open up some additional stuff for us. Oh, are you already working on something? Okay, you're working on an encryption component. You're searching for a new contract. Alright. You're idle. Let's do a UI component there. Let's put you onto that thing. How's our job search going? We've got one designer. She looks pretty good. 146%. She's got 23 hours, so we can go ahead and wrap up the recruitment process. Already out of encryption components. We've got 24 hours. We can do that because she's almost done with her encryption component down here. Actually, why don't you do that? Another applicant there. It's the end of the day, though. Everybody's going home. Probably ought to train somebody else on doing encryption components. Maybe you. Why don't you do it? Oh, probably help if I actually sign that to you. There we go. All right, jumpstart to the end of the day. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's right. It's a contract I have. And on employees, so our second design candidate is not all that exciting. I didn't quite see what tier 3 means. Any new items? I don't know that I'd be able to... Oh, I think that's a new item, a red bench. And I think it allows us to hire a manager as well. But we're not quite to the point of hiring a manager. What do our candidates look like? Alright, so are we still 5 hours left, but only 2 hours left on... Oh, that's a sale executive. Got it. Alright, never mind. We will need a new desk for our new employee as well, but that's not a problem. All right, keep going with the encryption components. That means we can meet this contract. Good. Search for a new one. All right, what do we need? We need a graphics component. Yep, well, we'll have that pretty soon. We've got 52 hours to work on it. So we'll do that. Let's go in here. 146 for 6,700. 141 for 5,500. I don't think we're going to find anything better than that. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and hire that one. Go ahead and cancel our design thingy. So now if I want to, I could recruit a manager, which basically keeps everybody working. They can basically repeat their tasks over and over again. Not quite ready to do that yet, and I don't know that I want to start spending because they're just as expensive as everybody else. So, you know, it might make things a little easier for you guys, the viewers, to not have to see me click through all this stuff over and over like I'm doing. But, you know, I'm going to anyways. So I need a desk for our new artist. Right there. And him. And there you go. And I believe we need a wireframe component for this contract. No, we need a graphics component. Doesn't matter because this guy's going to do it all. These are all fast tasks. It doesn't really hurt that one person does them all. Just like in Software Incorporated, you don't need nearly as many artists as you do programmers. Maybe it will change at some point later on to where you do. But for now, one artist is fine. Eventually you get more complicated components that they need. So we have these intermediate. Oh wait, these are all raw components? Huh, okay. You get these intermediate pieces that a different, like a team manager or something like that builds. I haven't quite gotten that far yet, so. Oh, you're idle. There we go. You're idle. Great. These two are going to be idle here soon. Respond to contract. So we need a wireframe component for that. We can do that. You're idle. Keep building those. Stay on the back end, or the encryption components. I'm glad I got 2 people working on those. So the money is not looking amazing, but that's because we have been doing a lot of hiring and purchasing of furniture and whatnot. Right now we're pretty well set up to where we should be able to just continue working without really having to worry about any negative stuff. Now, if I send him on vacation, is he still going to be gone 3 days? I don't remember whether you get a yes or no thing when you click on send on vacation. It's usually the sales exec that I would want to send on vacation first, so everybody can work on stuff while the executive isn't working on contracts. I don't know, we'll worry about it later. Wait, stop. All right. What does this say? I need an HR manager to adjust the schedule, yeah. All right, keep building your stuff, friendo. Oh, you're idle. There we go. New contract. I need 3 blueprint components, and I need it in 24 hours, huh? Pays really well. I think we can do that. Let's do it. A little risky taking that one. So I don't... if you drop out in the middle, do you get your... does the next one start out like partially done? I don't know. And I don't really want to find out the hard way. So we're not going to do that. Let's get this stuff going again here. I still think he can manage to get 3 of them done by the deadline. And he really only needs to do 2, right? Yeah, he only has to do 2 more, so I'm pretty sure we can get that done, and that's good money for that. You're doing encryption still. And you can do a database. Actually, keep on the encryption. People really seem to want to have those encryption components. You're going to do that. Oh, hey, and I can name my employees after commentators, so leave me a comment. I'd be happy to name an employee after you. I don't think we're going to end up with as many employees in here as we did in the last game of a similar nature. So you won't have to worry about getting lost in the mess there. All right, so this should be enough. We can meet that contract. Great. Start searching for a new one. You can start working on these components. Everybody else is still busy, so I don't need to worry about that. Nope, you're not busy anymore. Keep up with that network component. All right, you're awaiting instructions. So I would need 1 more blueprint and a graphic. We have 58 hours. That's a long time. Doesn't really pay all that well. $120 per hour. It's a pretty bad... not a very good payday for that. On the other hand, it uses stuff that we've got just sitting around. So I need a graphic and a blueprint. We'll do it. It's too bad you can only do 1 contract at a time. Alright, let's do the blueprint first, or the graphic first, whatever. And you stay on the back end. And you, more encryption. You can do some database. You, a blueprint. This guy just sitting there. I don't know why I bothered getting the highest, the best of the best to do that job. That doesn't really seem to matter so much. But I did, you know, what are you gonna do? Alright, it's morning time. There you go, great. We can deliver that for not a very good price. Alright, so now we can do the lead developers. Lead developers take care of merging components together into modules. So these guys are pretty powerful. They allow us to do even better contracts. But another thing that's great is we can put this whiteboard in our office, which will get us some real good stuff going. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. All right, maybe I'll just put that right there. It's fine. We're going to, I guess, just have you start on those again. Everybody else is busy. It seems like everybody's moods are holding up. How are you doing? So your mood is down to 64%. All right, so do I get a, okay, I do get a reminder. Vacation for 3 days, increase the employee's mood to 100%, but you can't use the employee until they're back from vacation. That is fine. Do that. So what I need to remember is that she has plenty of components to use anyway. So I could probably send some of these other guys on vacation as well, like you. Great. Now see, your productivity is still very high because you have a really high base speed. So I'm going to let your productivity continue to drop. And you've got the same deal going on, so I'm going to leave you alone. All right, what do we got here? So see, here's one of those interface modules that would be something that a higher end manager would allow us to do. It's not even really that great of a price. So I'm going to go ahead, and we don't have that much time to do it, so I'm going to decline that contract. We're going to start searching for a new one. All right, you've got a UI component here. I am going to keep you around. Database, encryption, UI. Let's do another encryption from you. New contract. There we go. So a network and a wireframe, we can do that. We've got 24 hours. So what we need is a wireframe. Another encryption from you. There we go. Wireframe from you. Can't believe the day's not over. I guess the reason these guys are not doing anything is because they're on vacation. That's why. Alright, that delivers that. Great. Search for contract. We have no wireframes, so that'll solve that problem. Oh, he's gone home for the day. Respond to contract. So another one that needs an interface module. We're just not ready for that yet. Decline. Close. You can search for a new one. Maybe you'll do that by the end of the business day. Nope, you've gone home. You, on the other hand, do need a task. How about a UI component? Great. But you'll go home too. All right, everybody's gone home. And we will call that the end of this episode, you guys. Well, I hope you are enjoying this. I like this game a lot so far. It seems really fun. Eventually we'll get to where we're able to create our own products. Not quite sure what all that means, but you know what I mean? That's how we'll find out. I'm pretty sure that is a later on thing. Yeah, that's something to look forward to. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you've had fun. If this is your first time to my channel, check out some of the other videos I do. I play RimWorld a lot. I've got lots and lots of videos in the archives for you to check out. I do streams, all those things. It's a fun place to hang out for good people and nice friends, right? Well, maybe so. I've got a Twitter, I've got a Discord. All the details are in the comments or the description of this video. You know how YouTube works. I'll see you next time. Bye.